another thing I've realized about writing is that you should feel for your characters. Where if you like, so if you feel like even if you feel annoyed or feel happy or feel love for the character, you should feel for the character as a writer because it gives you more to write about. Like it gives you more to write about the character because if you feel for the character, then you will be able to write the character much like more relatable and make the character feel more real. Because if you even if you hate the character, you're still feeling, you're still connected to the character because you will not only will you be able to write the character, you can also make others hate the character. But because you hate the character, you can ne- you can of course tweak the character to make others like the character. Like your feelings for said character, you can make other characters you can make readers feel for that character because if the character is like like very full, it's like the most full character in the story, then you can you can make readers perceive that character however you want the reader to perceive them. And because me, as I'm writing, I've got a lot, and I mean a lot of characters that are gonna be in my story, and each of them each of them are there for a short period. Each of them are there for a long period. Each of them are there show up each every once in a while throughout the story, but they're all there. And guess what? Every single character, I have a connection for the character. I feel something to the character, whether I hate them. Because there's a lot of characters I hate. There's a lot of characters I find annoying, but I'm not gonna just write them off. No, because at the end of the day, I still have a connection to those characters, and I might find them annoying, but I can easily tweak or write them in a way where readers might find them. I don't know what might find them likable, even if they're annoying, which is very weird to say, but that's kind of normal because in real life, someone that you find annoying, someone else might find I don't know, like in real life, someone someone might find annoying, you might find reliable, down to earth, and all of that. And a lot of like, and this is, I'm really the only like info I have is from my characters because I have a lot of characters that just do different things and just react differently to other characters. And there's a character I just generally hate, but what I'm trying to go by is that even if I hate the character, and even if readers will also hate the character, I can perceive the character in a way to make readers actually, well, feel for the character in a way. And even if the character even if the character is beyond any empathy, well, I can still make people understand the character. If people don't really feel for the character, people can still understand the character because you can you can understand someone without feeling anything towards them. It's not. I'm pretty sure people do that every day because there's probably someone in your life that you understand, but you just don't have any feeling towards. And when I mean feeling, I mean like happiness, sadness, hatred, or love. It can be anything. But yes, one thing I feel like as a writer you should really have a connection with your characters. Because I didn't like because only because you as the writer you control all the cards, you control everything, you control how every character in the story perceive that character, and you as the writer have full control of how readers perceive that character. So it's basically it's basically just like a little fun way to think because I've me me I'm working on my first book, and I've changed. I've changed it so much to the point where I even got burnt out because I kept changing it. But what I realized, but then the characters, I never changed any of the characters. I just added more characters, which is weird, but I just added more characters because even if the plot of the story changes, because I have such a strong connection to my characters, I just can't change them. Like, yeah, I've probably removed certain characters, but those characters are still connected to me in a way because I don't know. I just can't let them go. Like, and because I have such a strong connection, if they if they do if they do like get written out in the story, then then it will I will have I will have a feeling that I will be able to make other characters perceive, and I'll make readers be able to perceive, which I feel like is thing because as much no matter how many times I change my story, I always add more characters, and it's not and even the ones that don't show up for like even the ones that don't show up all the time, even they even I'm still connected to them because as I'm working on backstories for certain characters, um most backstories are sad. So it does so then I feel a strong sense of sadness when I see when I write down these characters' backstories because then that's just how writing is. Not every character has a sad backstory, but most characters will most likely have a sad backstory. But but it's not about who can have the saddest backstory. It's just certain things. Because me, I do tend to go a bit overboard with the backstory, but I believe the backstory is just a it's just how it's just who why they are how they are is the present current story. But yeah, no matter how much times because I've changed the story 3 times, and even as uh, even though this is my first book, more characters still keep getting added, and I haven't really added any characters recently. But every time I add a new character, I always, always just just try and connect with them. Even though the character isn't real, I still try and connect with the character. It's weird to say because the character is fictional, of course, but I still connect with the character in a way because I don't know. That's just who I am, and it's just what I do. And then, but then when it comes to not adding the character to the story, I don't think I can actually do that because well, the characters just it is. I don't think every character I've drafted will most likely make an appearance in the story, whether it's the whether it's a driver that's only there for like a couple seconds, or or just a character that's not even like part of the story that just pops in every time the plot needs a bit of tension or a bit of stakes. But yeah, that's just one of the that's just one of the things I've felt or realize when it comes to writing because I feel a lot when it comes to my characters. Like I can write them out, yes, but because it also gives me a one up because I'm able to make others perceive how they perceive the feelings. But yeah, that's just one of the many things that I just like to do. But yeah, um. Anyways, I think that'll be it of me ranting on once again. But next video will most likely be different. I'm not too sure yet, but next video will most likely be different. Because even though I make these videos, I'm still writing in the background. I'm still sort of always writing because even if I don't feel, even if I'm not inspired or I'm not, I have writer's block, I still find time to write. Even if I'm not inspired, even if nothing, constantly finding ways to write or finding time to write. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that's enough of me rambling on. And yeah, um, and comment down below any writing struggles you have or any writing tips you have or anything in general. I don't really, even though I'm writing a book, I'm more. This channel is more about creativity. In if anything, it's about creative creativity coming together because I'm just writing a book has just made me feel more. It's made me see a creative side of myself that I never really explored when I was younger. But because I've always been creative, but writing's just made me realize how creative I've been. Yeah. Anyway, comment down below anything. I don't really mind what it is. Comment down any TV shows or movie recommendations because that's actually where I get my writing inspiration from. TV shows and movies. So yeah. Thanks for listening if you have, and subscribe and like if you like the video. And yeah, thank you.